Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about solitary confinement. And what's a great example of that? Well, it's the person you see right motherfucking in front of you. That's motherfucking me. Um, I feel like not childhood because like childhood our brains aren't developed, so we get along, like you could get along with people, you don't really fuck with them, but like you could get along. But like once my frontal lobe started developing, I was like, and I started becoming more self-aware. The more self-aware I got, the more isolated I became. The more in tune with religion that I got, the more isolated I became. Because hold on, I started.
I forgot to put your car back in the driveway, and I think like maybe the people wanted to park there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Um.
because I see they're parked like in front of their driveway. Because I
Oh.
moved it when I left before, and I
Okay.
forgot.
I lost my train of thought now. Yeah, it's like when I started like realizing my morals, my values, principles that I follow, and then I realized that people weren't really aligning with the good that I was seeing in the world. I realized that I feel uncomfortable here, and the thing about it is me being there is a personal choice, and me sitting in front of there encouraging that behavior. And what I mean by encouraging it is that like when I speak up, like they're ready to like cast me out, like they're ready to throw me out the window. But then that's when I was like, oh, like maybe I'm not gonna speak up and just feed into that submission is key type of thing. And then I realized that once I started doing that, I felt uncomfortable because I'm not able to fully express myself the way I want to, and I don't like being in a place of judgment because I've been judged before. So why would I put myself somewhere allowing other people to sit there and freely judge? So you know what I did? I said, you know what? Me trying to help you be a better person, because it's not even just about what I believe in. It's about being a good person generally, and the things you say and do aren't okay. And me trying to help you become a better person somehow makes me a bad person. So I was like, you know what? That's okay. I tried my best to like water these flowers and help them grow, but they seem to be stubborn and disobedient. So you know what? All I can do is leave and go find someone else who's actually willing to grow and willing to accept challenge and become a better person. So that's why I leave. But right now it's like I feel like everyone that I've had around me, I get we all come with flaws, but like some things are things that are you can change for a greater good. But when you don't even want to change that, then at that point, that's a problem within you, and it's a problem that I choose not to be around. So I just leave, and that's why a lot of people, like, can you imagine like 20 years of my life, and it's two people that I hold like closest to my heart only, two people who I know I could rely on heavily, two people where they've never been people to belittle others or like put people in a box of stereotypes and be biased. I've met only two people. I'm 20 now, and 20 years of my life, and only two people I can say I've never sat in front of them or have to have corrected them about foul shit that they were doing. And you see, that shows like sometimes some things are truly special and one of a kind, and you only find some of them in a lifetime. And I was shown that, well, through 20 years, I've only found two people who I can keep around and can stay around me because our values and our morals align with each other. And I'm not saying I'm the best person, or I'm not saying I'm like on a pedestal or higher above people, but what I can say is that wrong is going to be wrong at the end of the day. And no matter the friendship or the relationship with someone, you cannot justify somebody's wrongdoings no matter the connection. So yeah, I can say for me, if I'm around people who are being disrespectful and just being inhumane, yeah, I can say that I don't want to be around that, and I can make that choice to not be around that. And you should not make other people feel wrong for choosing themselves and peace over chaos, you know? And for me, doing that is what brought me here, because I realized that in this world, yeah, there are some good people like me, but there's more rotten fruit than there are ripe ones. And at the end of the day, I don't have to tell you how rotten you are, because rotten fruit fall on their own. So I just let you do you, because I don't have to take revenge. I don't have to like put no like fucking spell on you to make your life go to shit. You do that on your own by being that type of person. And all I did was try to help you. And I seen that you were heading towards a dark road, and all I tried to do was take you off that one and send you to one with light. But me trying to give direction again made me a bad person. And now the path you're on was one that was avoidable, but I guess I thought it was avoidable, but I guess it's inevitable that you ended up there, because, well, there you are. But again, some people don't like to heed a warning, so all you can do is try your best. And, well, when people make you realize that your efforts aren't worth anything, what's best for you, honestly, is to leave. And again, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here every day with myself, because I'm just around a lot of people who I just can't seem to not bump heads with. Or just when I hear some weird foul shit, like when you're degrading women, making racial jokes even. And the common norm now is that apparently people can make racist jokes about other races as long as it's not yours. And me, I stand up for my race for surely. So one thing about me is I don't play about racism. So you're not gonna feel like you can sit here and make racist regards towards other races while it's a black person of another race sitting in front of you. No, like I said, wrong will always be wrong. I don't have to be Asian. I don't have to be Latino. I don't have to be none of these things to stand up for someone, because wrong is wrong at the end of the day, and I'm always going to stand on that. So yeah, a lot of people don't like me for those reasons, and in a lot of people's life, I am the problem. And that is because I come into their life, I see something that's just not working for them. I try to help them as much as I can, never asking for that hand in return, but I try to help because, again, I can. And again, me trying to help is somehow always an issue. So at this point, I've realized that I'm not going to overstep my place in people's life. I'm not going to do more for you than you're doing for yourself. I'm not going to give you energy and time, even though it is for a reason, but I'm not going to give you everything I have when it's not benefiting to nothing for you. So you know what I do? I leave, and I always end up here. I always end up in this place every time. Every single time. And these past years of my life, I've spent a lot of time by myself. But it's not the worst thing. But it's like, when you want to stand up for yourself, when you want to maintain your peace, this is what happens sometimes. When you're not going to forcefully put yourself in places that you know you don't belong, and with people who you know aren't your people, this is what happens. You're by yourself. You're by yourself, and it's not the worst thing. But yeah, sometimes I do get tired of hearing my voice sometimes, and sometimes I do want to hear someone else's. But you know what happens? Once I leave that door open, you let in the wrong person, and it's havoc. And that is why I keep that door shut, because I don't want to have to deal with starting over, reclaiming everything that I've had. I don't want to do that to myself anymore. So to avoid that, I just sit here in my castle. There is no prince coming to save me. There isn't. This castle is one that I've bound myself to. I locked myself up here on my own will. So how could I be waiting for someone to save me when I put myself here? I am the only one who could save me, is what it is. And if that means being alone and getting myself out of here on my own, I could do that too. I could do anything, and so can you. And that's my message for today. This is a life spent in solitary. And honestly, it's not the best, but it could be worse. So I'm still content at the end of the day. And that's my message for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao, ciao.